Alright, welcome back. So now we're going to be looking at simplifying ratios. Simplifying ratios is very similar to simplifying fractions in that we're still looking for our highest common factor or our HCF. So if you watched our lesson previously on the HCF, then that's going to be very helpful for you right now, but if you didn't, we'll work through the same ideas in this lesson. So our first one that we need to simplify is 15 to 25. Now, when we're simplifying and ultimately trying to reduce these quantities, we need to find our common factors and divide both sides of this ratio by that common factor. And to do this in a single step, we're going to look for our highest common factor. Now, when we start trying to find our common factors, we can start off by listing them out. So the factors of 15 would be 1, not 2, sorry, a 3, a 5, and a 15. So 1 times 15 would be 15, 3 times 5 would be 15, 5 times 3 would be 15, and 15 times 1 would be 15. So those are our factors of 15. If we look for our factors of 25, we obviously have 1, we have 5, and we have 25. Now, because we only have these numbers here and these numbers here as common factors, we're going to look for the one that's the highest common factor, which is going to be 5. So our HCF is equal to 5. Now that we've done that, we simply have to divide both sides of our ratio by that number. So 15 to 25 is equal to, well, 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 25 divided by 5 is 5. So here's our simplified ratio. Alright, let's look at another one. So for B, we're looking at to simplify the ratio 18 to 27. So what are some common factors between these two numbers? We know that they're both going to be divisible by 9, but we can list all the other factors as well. So obviously we have 1, we have 2, we have 3, 6, 9, and we have 18. For 27, our factors are 1, and then 3, and then 9, and then 27. So our highest common factor between the two of them is going to be 9. So the HCF is equal to 9. And that just means that when we simplify, we're going to divide both sides by 9. 18 divided by 9 is 2, and 27 divided by 9 is 3. And this is our simplified ratio. Alright, looking at C, we have 20 to 60. Now, it's pretty easy to spot. The highest common factor between these two will be 20. So 20 to 60 will be equal to 20 divided by 20, which is 1, and 60 divided by 20, which is 3. Alright, let's look at D. So for D, what we have is 42 to 56. Now for this one, the HCF is going to be equal to 14. If you know your 7 times tables, that's a very easy thing to work out, but if you don't, divide it through in any factor that you find in common. So we can take this and do it in stages. It will lead to the same outcome, we just have to work through it multiple times. So if we divide both sides by 2 because both are even, and 2 will be a factor, then 42 divided by 2 is going to be 21, and 56 divided by 2 is going to be 28. Alright, because 8 times 2 is 16, and then add that to the 40, which will be 56. Now, in this form, it's not in its simplest form. We can also look at another factor, and another factor between these two numbers is obviously 7. 3 times 7 is 21, and 4 times 7 is 28. So if I take 21 to 28 and divide it by 7, 21 divided by 7 is going to be 3, and 28 divided by 7 is going to be 4. And we have already got our simplified ratio. So it's important to recognize that if you can't take out the highest common factor immediately, if you don't know what that is, you can just take out a common factor and another common factor and do as many stages as it takes until you get to a form where they have no common factors between them other than 1. Alright, that's it for this video. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.